I started recording. Now, chart patterns. Chart patterns. Chart patterns. Chart patterns. What chart patterns do to us mostly, what they do is this. They give direction to where the market is heading to. Are you getting it? They give us direction to where the market is heading to. That is what they do mostly. Where the market is heading to, they give the direction. Now, how can we spot these chart patterns? You know, some of us, whenever we are trading and we see, let's say, a chart pattern, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? What is the first thing that comes to your mind? You are trading and you see something like a chart pattern. What is that first thing that comes to your mind?
For someone like me, I'm expecting a breakout from the chart pattern.
Yeah, a
Like
breakout from the chart
about
pattern.
to.
Okay, a breakout from a chart pattern is a good one. It's truth. Now, everybody, when we make use of a chart pattern, we are always expecting a breakout, just like Samuel said, we are always expecting a breakout. But the main thing we are supposed to be looking out for is not necessarily the breakouts. There are so many things we have to look out to when making use of a chart pattern. For example, you have to understand the market phase. You have to understand the
Oh,
market phase. The market phase play a critical role in using chart patterns. Now, looking at this particular place right now, this particular place, the important chart patterns that are likely to occur are this, the double top. Now, this, I can actually pick this one as a double top, this particular place. Then I'm going to make use of the close, and I would like to, I will lose the resistance as a zone area. Can you see this place? I'll use the resistance as a zone area like this. Can we see? Then this area will be my neckline. Yeah, this will be my neckline. Now, when I have something like this, what am I expecting? I am expecting price to break out completely at this zone. Yeah, which it did around this place. A complete breakout. Then it did what? Retest. Now, if you notice one thing about this retest, the retest did not happen back at the breakout region. This is the neckline. Instead, the retest happened at the moving average levels.
okay.
Now, some of us want to adjust it by bringing this one down here. Still yet, it did not happen at that place. It still happened at the moving average level. Are you saying it?
Yes, sir.
So whenever you are doing chart patterns, you don't force the neckline in order for you to be able to spot a good retest level. You don't force it. You just have to let it be, let it go. If it's not coming, you let it go. Now, another thing I would like us to know about is this. We'll be talking mostly about those chart patterns that are likely to occur. The flag, the bubble top or the double bottom, the head and shoulder pattern, then the M and the W pattern. Now, when making use of your trend, your chart pattern, we make use of trend line. And we all know the rules of trend line. It must touch 1 or 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah, I love my trend line to always cover price. Now, if I'm to draw a trend line based on this, if I extend this particular place, I notice that this place is filled up. So instead of me taking it this way, I prefer to take it this way. To cover this place. Now, if I'm to draw a trend line here also, I can decide to draw a trend line like this. I can decide to draw a trend line like this. Like this. Now, when drawing a trend line, I always want to ensure I make it look like a channel. Now, why am I talking about a trend line? Because a trend line is a very critical tools we use. All right, so I'm back. Let me go back to share my screen. All right, I guess we can all see the screen now.
Yes.
All right. And like I said, a trend line is an important tool in drawing support and resistance level, and also aids. They also help in drawing our chart patterns. Now, I'll look for the first thing I want to look out for is this. Now, let's see this. Let's draw from here. I want to pick a particular price region, and we'll draw out the whole chart patterns we can spot from that place. Everything JPY, Euro odd, Euro card. Trying to look for a particular, let me make use of images because that's what we're making use of. All right, this is our odd USD chart from this zone. Now this class will be highly interactive, and I'm very, very sorry. I'll be shrinking this chart most of the time so that I'll be able to accommodate many price region. Now, if we are to start drawing our chart patterns from here, first of all, looking at this place, what chart pattern can you see here? Not wasting much of our time, I'll be drawing them. Now, if I want to draw my chart pattern here, the first thing I will say is this. Do you all agree with me? Do you all agree with me?
Yes.
Followed by this. Remember the trend line rules. It must touch 2 or 3 weeks. It must cover price totally. Are you seeing what I'm doing? Now, this particular one is a channel. I have drawn a channel right now. Now, inside this channel, there are also a what? Lower or smaller chart patterns. Can you see the bearish flag? Do you see it?
Yes.
Good. Let me continue. We also have another one like this. We have another one like this. This also. Now let me correct. Now are you seeing this now? Now let me explain the chart patterns. This particular chart pattern here. Let me draw this one. Now, this particular chart pattern here, where my crosshair is, this chart pattern A. What happened to chart pattern A? Price break out from chart pattern A and drops. Went back
Yes.
up. Give us a what? A bearish flag, right? Now, it gives us a bearish flag. If you want to understand this bearish flag, we can also use what? Our change in momentum. It used 3 days, 1, 2, 3 days for it to do what? Give us 149 pips. And it is taking it over 10 days to give us 100 and something pips. Can you see the difference in that in the flag? Can you see the change in momentum there?
Exactly, sir.
To tell you that the buyers are not ready. It is still the sellers who are in control. And that was why price drops. Now, in price dropping, it drops in a manner that predicts a consolidation. It drops, then consolidates, Then after consolidating, it gave us another bearish flag. But if you look at it, they take just how many days? 1, 2, 2 days, 3 days for it to drop. But it's taking it so many days for it to rise. The same thing to tell us that what? Price is what? Still consolidating. And if you look at it, price refused to break the market structure. Are you seeing it?
Exactly.
Are you seeing that every retracement? So if you look at it, the candlestick, the chart pattern, the chart patterns are mostly used for what? Retracement. For retracement. Sorry, I cleaned it. For retracement. Now, the next thing, we are going to continue looking at the chart patterns. Now, what chart patterns do we have here? We have also another flag. We have another flag. Now, looking at this flag, you can see it did not break our market structure level. Can you see?
Yes, it did not break it.
They are respecting it. Now, what happened? I want to continue drawing my chart line. Now, I can still make use of this particular trend line, by extending it to this side. By extending it here, then this. Now, this is already what? This one now you are seeing is already going out of price range. So what will I do? I will instead add another trend line. Remember, I want to ensure that what? Price covers, my trend line cover all my price region so that it will always look like a channel. Now I can draw something like this. Are you seeing it? Are we all seeing it?
Yeah.
Good. Now looking at this place, what happened? We have another what? Chart patterns. And the chart pattern here is what look like what? An head and shoulder pattern. Look at it. This is the shoulder. This is the shoulder, SH. This place. This is the head. And this is the shoulder. Are you seeing it? This is the shoulder. Are you seeing it?
Yes, I'm seeing it.
Yes, sir, we are seeing it.
All right, now I'm making it bigger. Can you see it now? Now, inside this head and shoulder pattern, we can also say we have what? What look like what? We have something that look like what? Like a symmetrical triangle. Are you seeing it? Now, two candlesticks can always, a particular retracement style can come with different kind of chart pattern. You can go with the one you see. There is nothing wrong with it. When it has 2 or 3 style or 3 faces, you can easily go with the one you are seeing and work with that one. Now we'll continue. We continue. Now we have this here, this particular one here. And what do we have? This is what we have. Something that look like a what? A triangle. Can you see? A symmetrical triangle. Do you see where I drew it? Hope people can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Good. You are all following, right?
Yes.
Good. You can see the way I drew this now. This is a symmetrical triangle. Now, looking at the triangle, what thing you want to notice whenever you are using chart pattern is compare the chart pattern formation to the what? The change in momentum. The change in momentum. You want to compare them with the change in momentum. The change in momentum in relation to price, in relation to the body of the candle or price, the movement. Now, price drops. From dropping, we have another what? Another chart pattern formed. Now, another thing you will notice is this. Let me continue. Let me go back to this. If you want, that thing you notice is this. At every point, we did not have a break in market structure. Are you getting it? Are we saying it? There is no break in market structure. Now, this was where we have the break in market structure. This zone. Are we there?
Yes.
Good. Now, when we have the break in market structure, if you notice, the retracement covers so many times. It took so many. All right, I'm back. Let me go back to share my screen. All right, like I said, if you notice what happened there, the retracement took so many days. Do we notice? It took so many days compared to the what? To the other retracement. Look at the other retracement are so lower. They are so low compared to the number of days it took this one. Are we there? And we have two formations here. The first one was a double bottom. A double bottom, this place. This particular place acted as a double bottom here. Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
All right, this one now look like a double bottom. This is it. The double bottom here. Now, we have the first double bottom here. Then the next chart pattern we're having is this. We have something like this. Can we see it? Can we see it? I just changed the color. Can you see? Now we have a breakout from this place. Price broke out from this place. And in breaking out, what happened? It drops. Now, in dropping, this particular place become our key market structure level. Yeah. Then price did another thing again. It reversed back up from here. We are adding every chart pattern there. I don't want us to be bothered with the breakout or how to enter a chart pattern trade. No, what I want us to be bothered right now is on how to spot these chart patterns. Are you seeing them? This is another one. You know, just draw your trend, use your trend line. You will see the chart patterns clearly. Use your trend line to work. You will see the chart patterns clearly happening live. I'll do this also for this. Now, if you look at what I'm showing you, you understand that mostly what we are having is a flag, something that looks like a flag, double top, double bottom, head and shoulder pattern, right? Are you people seeing what I'm doing, please? I'm literally drawing my chart patterns to everything in the price. And notice I am not going against the trend. I am going with the trend. So if you are drawing your chart pattern in any position you want to take, you want to ensure that you are going with the trend. Now, inside this particular level, yeah, I can still draw other chart patterns, minor chart patterns, which is this. Are we seeing all these things I'm saying now? I am making use of my trend line literally. Trend line literally. I'll come here. I'll do something like this. This and that one. You don't force it. Just take your trend line and draw. The trend line will always give you direction to where the market will be going to. The trend line will always give you your chart patterns. And the chart patterns will always give you the direction of the market, where the market will be heading to. So you want to be making use of these chart patterns. But what do you want to using it for? To know the direction of the market. And like I said, for now, I am not drawing the chart patterns for you to enter a trade. No, I'm drawing it for us to be able to see. For us to be able to see. Your duty is to see the chart pattern. When you see the chart pattern, you'll be able to spot them. When you spot them, then you will be able to have an idea about where the market will be going to. All right, we have just 10 minutes more. Then we'll enter the next class. Now, any questions as regard what we just finished doing now? Any questions as regard what we just finished doing right now?
Good evening, sir.
Your chart part
Thank you for the
okay.
teaching of tonight.
All right.
I want to ask, sir.
Okay.
What time on what time frame do we draw the trend line?
Good.
Should it be on main time frame?
Good, good. I love what people are saying. Now let me answer this question because it is similar with that of David. David asks, does spotting chart patterns depend on the time frame? Now, it depends on the time frame. You can decide to draw a chart pattern from a particular time frame. Now, engineer, the same thing. Your questions are alike. Now, are you seeing all these things I'm drawing now? All these chart patterns that are here. Can you see them? If I go to the weekly time frame,
yes, sir.
If I go to the weekly time frame, I can draw something like this from the weekly time frame, like this from the weekly time frame. Trend line properties, blue. I can draw something like this from the weekly time frame.
Okay.
Are you seeing it? Like this. I'll tell you my blue areas at the weekly
Yes.
time frame trend line levels. Can you see? Now let me take a fresh shot in explaining those things for you people. Now this is Euro card. This is Euro card weekly. Are you seeing it?
Yes.
This is Euro card weekly. Now I want us to take note of this particular area here. Where can I pick? Okay, let's just make use of this place.
Hey.
This place. Now, if I want to draw, I can say this is the weekly.
Sorry,
time
your
frame.
voice is breaking.
Can you all hear me?
Okay, where you go chop?
Can you all hear me now?
Yes.
All right. Now I can look at this. I've drawn this, right? This is, I can say this is my weekly time frame. What in the weekly time frame? What do we have, engineer? In the weekly time frame, we are having what? We are having what look like a what? A wage, a falling flag, right? Right? Now, if I now go to the daily time frame and pick out that zone, this particular place, can you see the zone? Can you all hear me? Hello?
Yes, yes.
All right. If I now go down to the daily time frame, look at the daily time frame. I can now decide, I can decide to do what? Decide to start picking. Decide to start picking what? The levels. I can now draw an order chart pattern inside the daily. I can say this. This will be my daily time frame level. Are you seeing it now?
Yes.
I can say this is my daily time frame level. The green line is my daily time frame level. Now, what am I saying? I'm trying to say that if price could break out for my daily time frame chart patterns, then obviously we will have a weekly time frame trend line target. Are you getting it? Are you getting it? It's just like saying, okay, if we have a break below this level now, this particular chart pattern, where will be our what? Our next target. You can now easily say, okay, if we have a close below this chart pattern here, our next target will be what? The weekly time frame trend line, which is at this level. Can you see it? Hello, can you hear me? Are you getting it?
Yes, yes.
So
I can hear you.
in a nutshell, what I'm trying to say is this. In every time frame, you can draw your chart patterns. And inside that chart patterns, when you go to the lower time frame, you will still spot another chart pattern, a lower time frame chart pattern. Your duty is this. Once we have a breakout from the lower time frame chart patterns, then the next thing is our target will have to be the chart patterns target or the chart patterns trend line support or resistance level of the next higher time frame. Are you getting it?
Please, I'll come back again.
For example, we have daily and the weekly, right?
Yes.
If I happen to draw my chart patterns on the weekly time frame, when I go down to the daily time frame, all right, let me take a live example. We have just 3 minutes more. Let me take a live example, like currently. Now, this is a daily time frame chart. Are you seeing it? Now, this is a daily time frame chart.
Yes.
What we are having here What we are having here naturally is a what? A consolidation. Now, inside this consolidation, that in the daily, it happens to be what? Something that look like a rectangle. When we go to the 4 hours, we are going to pick out what? We are still going to pick out normal what? Chart patterns from these 4 hours. And what are the chart patterns we are seeing here? Let me go to the 1 hour so you're able to see it clearly. Are you seeing the 1 hour chart pattern? Are you seeing the 1 hour chart patterns?
Yes.
Now, I will now tell you that if we have a breakout here, our target will not be what? This particular level. You know, this level top here is our what? Daily time frame rectangle level, right? For the chart pattern.
Yes. Yes.
Are you getting it?
Yes.
Now, inside this particular 1 hour level now, this particular 1 hour, this one, we have 1 minute more. Let me just quickly. If I go down to the 15 minutes time frame, you are going to see that the 15 minutes time frame inside that small rectangle, can you see, has its own pattern. Has its own pattern. And what is that pattern? This is the pattern. This is the chart pattern for 15 minutes. Can you see it? We soon have even this. Are you seeing it now? Are we seeing this now?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Now you can see
Looks
how
like-
all of them have their own chart pattern, right? That is exactly what you are. That is exactly what you are to expect. They all have their own chart patterns. They all have their own chart patterns. So I'm going to end this class. I think this is to 10. I'm going to end this class so we can continue. We'll continue tomorrow. Today, throughout this week, we'll be doing a live class. Throughout this week, we'll be doing live class. We have to speed up the classes for these BVPs. We've stayed long time here. So I'll end the class right now so that I'll give an assignment to everybody and we'll continue tomorrow. Are we okay with that?